Hi, it's Ginny Lindsay from 2 to 3 Relationship Counselling in Crow's Nest. And one of the things I regularly see that comes into my room is because I work with couples with new families or with young families, but particularly when a newborn comes into the scene, how this affects the partnership between the husband and the wife. So, what often I see happen is that the man's not quite sure what his role is, and then there's expectations about what that role should look like, but it's not necessarily communicated clearly. So, I thought it would be a good idea to try and put some other options out there for you to consider and to think about. So, you think about when a newborn comes on the scene, the mum who has given birth, she's got hormones running wildly through her body. She's carried the baby. She's gone through the pregnancy. She's then her body has gone through all of those emotions and hormones. She's then delivered the baby, and then there's the milk coming in. Then there's the baby blues, the hormones going wild again, and so she is really trying to find her feet as well as having a newborn. So, really, the newborn is totally dependent on if you are going to be breastfeeding. This is more particular at this stage of what I'm saying if you are breastfeeding. Because if you are breastfeeding, you need to be, as the mother, at your best so you can have the letdown of the milk, and therefore the baby is getting the most nutritious and volume of milk from you. So, for her, it is her role to be the best she can be because she is the survival for the baby. The next part of it is, well, for her to be at her best, then that's where the husband comes in. So the baby is putting her arms literally around, the mother is putting her arms literally around the baby and supporting the baby. And the husband's role is to put his arms around her and the baby. So if he really, in a way, needs to be at her beck and call for a good year. So that way, if she needs any support or anything, she is then going to be self-caring and at her best nutritionally with sleep and being able to get out and have some time to self. So when she is then feeding and nurturing the baby, then she is at her best. So it's that ripple effect. He puts it around her, and then she puts her arms around the baby. So when men often hear this, their response is, okay, I'm happy to do that. But what we then have to be able to do is recognize how do we also have a balanced relationship, because the woman, yes, she's gone through her upheaval, but so has the man in quite a different way. The dynamic of the family system has changed. It's changed dramatically, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be for the worst. So in any healthy relationship, you need to have individual time, couple time, and family time. So that would be him encouraging her to be able to go out and have some time out with her friends, where therefore if she's still breastfeeding, she might express and he can give the baby the bottle. But it also has to go the other way. He also, because he's going to be on a lot in supporting her, he's also going to need time out to be able to go and have time with his friends. And this is really a minimum of 2 to 3 hours to go out with your friends. And so that way we're filling up our emotional cups with our friends, our interests, our hobbies, anything that fulfills us. So when we then come back into the home, we are a much more contented, happier person to then put the effort into the tasks that are needing to be done, but also into the relationship. So it is that balance of arms around the baby by the mum, arms around the man, around the woman and the baby, so he's nurturing both, but then also making sure the emotional cups are full. Sleep deprivation is one of the biggest things that comes in and causes a lot of friction. So it's how do we support each other that you can either go and have a sleep, or you can go out and just have some time out and have a massage, but understanding the importance that our emotional cups have to be filled up within the relationship, but big time outside the relationship by the fun things that we do, where we can just stop, breathe, get our senses together, and then have a fix outside bring that lovely energy back home. We won't then resent so much all the tasks that have to be done. And also, we won't resent each other because we're going to support each other in being able to see the necessity to actually allow each other out, to be able to go and actually do your own individual time. So I hope this helps. If you've got any questions or you're struggling in your relationship at all, I'm based in Crow's Nest. I encourage you to call me on 0412 88 2345. And also, if you like this, please like it down the bottom, and this is going to YouTube, and subscribe so you get access and let known when there are going to be any new videos. So good luck with your new families, and I'm here to support anyone that needs any help.